All right, good afternoon, everybody. So this is kind of a two-parter. So we're going to talk about two different things in this video. So this is called I believe it's pronounced Talor Saran apricot, and I got this tree from Rain Tree Nursery. And what this is this is a natural cross that nature made, crossing an apricot and a plum. So if you look at the fruit from this plant, it looks like an apricot. It's shaped like an apricot, but it's purple. It's really dark purple, but then it's fuzzy. So it's a really cool looking fruit. So like I said, this is one that I really was trying to get my hands on, and I finally found it at Rain Tree. So this is to kind of talk about this plant, and then I want to talk a little bit about bare root too at the same time. So I did get this plant as a bare root, and as you can see, it's got these smaller leaves on it here, and then it's got these larger leaves on it here, which are also a different color. So it kind of even looks like two different plants, right? Well, here's how this works. So you get the plant, and it's a bare root. So it just came as this this little stick, this trunk. Okay, so it's got enough energy stored in that trunk to start to put out this first set of leaves. So that's what happens. So you plant it in the ground, and it puts out this first flush, which on these, I mean, these look more like plum leaves. Like they're skinnier, small, dark, narrow. Okay, so he flushes out the leaves next. Then the next thing he does is he starts to capture some energy from sunlight, taking that energy in through these new leaves, and then he starts to put down roots. So then he starts to put out his little white hairline roots, which are the ones that collect all the water and collect all the nutrients and take it back up to the top of the tree. Okay, so then this is showing you what he's doing. So you put the stick in, it flushes out up here. Now the energy that's taken in goes back down to the roots. Now the energy is uptaken from the soil and from the water, and then it gets flushed back up again, and you can kind of see that at the second set of flushing. Okay, which is almost like you could draw a line through this plant, and now they look a lot more like apricot leaves now. See the difference? Same plant. Okay, so I know that he's taken root well, because he's got that second flush, which indicates that the roots have taken. He's bit in, he's starting to uptake water and nutrients, and now he's starting to grow. So now this thing is already my height. So this is already 6 feet from that little tiny stick, bare root stick that I got in that Rain Tree order. And he is only, what, 4 months old, 3 months old, 3 months in the ground? So he's on his way up already to the 8-foot point. He'll be there in no time, and then past that. So this kind of shows you how fast of growth that you can be getting and should be getting out of these plants. And even though it's hot out right now, it's just growing like crazy. So to talk more about the plant, the plant is out here in the full sun. This is pretty much death's doorstep. So if I step back here, this is all concrete out here. Then he is espaliered against this metal cattle panel framework, and then he's in the full sun all day long. So the plants on this espalier wall, they get the worst of it. But once they adapt, they're going to be the most fruit producing plants, because they're out in that full sun like that, and you need that full sun. You got to have that full sun if you want the real high production, especially on things like stone fruits. Not so much on tropicals, because they like the semi-shade. That's more their environment. But the stone fruits, apples, citrus, those guys have to be in the full sun and adapt to it. So yeah, so this is kind of a little two-parter for you guys. So thanks for watching.